It worked.
So you're on YouTube and?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull up YouTube too. Good morning, Netters.
Good morning.
Hey, dude.
How are you guys?
Good. Actually got some sleep. How about you?
Yeah, I got some sleep. I'm chilling out a little bit at the moment.
Chilling's good, man. Take it where you can get it. Hey, Pharaoh Wolf, good morning. So I streamed last night for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Did some voxel mashing. It was a lot of fun. Just tinkering with the YouTube stream. So I wonder when we're going to get some new music from, was it Maxime? Farouk? He's their composer. I know he's been busy working on all the effects, audio effects for the game, but he also did the soundtrack that you're listening to now. Oh, Magic, I think I figured out the day-night cycle. I think it's 4 hours now.
Oh, okay.
And so that means it'll be the same day or night every time we log in. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that means we'll get sunrise around noon Eastern.
Oh, yeah. Yep. If it's 4 hours, 4 times 8, it's 24. Wait, is that right? No. I need more coffee. Oh, that 4 times 8 is 32. So.
I just realized Friday is 9/11.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so Newber's got a hard stop at probably 10:45. So these are all ships in the museum. If you haven't been to the museum, highly recommend it. We won't see most of these ships in game for a while. Some of them we may never see again. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Birdie. So I had some Candela-style happy accidents last night when I was streaming. I'll show you the shapes I made. So, wow, it's, I think it's high noon Magic in game.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Birdie.
So it's going to be, I guess, I don't know. It's going to be a different time every time. We used to always know when it would be. Huh?
Saw my Nyan cat come past. Stream.
Yeah, I got it in the slideshow. Server maintenance for 1 hour starting at 4:30 UTC. Good God, what time is that our time?
About 20 minutes. Am I right? No, hang on, I might be wrong. Might be an hour and 20 minutes. Got all my times muddled up now.
What time is 14:30 UTC?
Yeah, in about 20 minutes.
10:30 a.m. Oh my God, really? We get 20 minutes in the game. every day at the same time. All right, well, without further ado, then let's get in the game and show off what we can while we can. Good morning, everybody. Wow, so Magic, here I am at the spaceport, and this is some of the voxel mashing I was doing yesterday.
You twist the line tool. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was it was fun. It was fun. There was I mean, there's a lot that tool can do. Destrin, of course, made a double helix, a gigantic double helix with it. Because it's Destrin, that's what he does. But there were my happy accidents right there. Oh, I'm not hearing my game sounds. Hold on.
I was not up that late. I was watching the rebroadcast this morning. Hello?
I was going to say.
Birdie, one question. What is your long-term goal in DU? Empire building, PvP, construction, exploration? Yes.
So, long-term goal. Me personally, I love building, and in particular, I love shipbuilding. Although much of my work has been making really large constructs in the game. I've been doing that since the beginning. But what we're working on now is getting our spaceport set back up. And this is just the initial part. If we have enough time before the planetary wipe, this entire peninsula will be paved with airstrips, landing areas, landing pads, hangars, museum, control tower, Cerula's famous tower house, and then down there at the end of that section of airstrip, this is temporary by the way, this airstrip. At the end there will be the transit elevator, skyport elevator, to a skyport that'll be 1,000 meters up, where anti-grav ships, actually we'll probably have to make it a little higher than 1,000 meters, so anti-grav ships have a little bit of wiggle room. What's the lowest that the AG can work? Debtors, do you know?
1,000 meters above sea level.
Okay, so we'll have to make it like 1,500 maybe. And then down at the end of the peninsula is the city, Infinity City that we're working on. But we're still in the process of paving. There's been a lot of, they're working on the servers. We've never had this many concurrent players in the game, ever. And which is exciting. But they're, encountering new issues that we never got faced, challenges we were never faced with before. But back to my happy accidents here. And I'm glad you got the skipjack here. Look at the skipjack. You can see the thing about the skipjack that's so cool. Hey, thanks for the follow. The Eradicator. Hey, man. Cheers. Welcome to the show. So the skipjack right here is probably one of the most famous ships in the game. It's been in tons of their videos. Novaquark really likes it. It was invented by 1K, and all of his ships are named after fish. Thank goodness he's not made the guppy yet. Just a matter of time, though.
He's the guppy.
But he used basic building tools to make this. So, when asked about it, he says, it's nothing special. It's like, really? Yeah, it's cool. But you can see the shapes there. So, and here you can recognize some of the same shapes. it's the tetrahedron tool that I used to do this. And once I get the SR-71 back in game, you'll see that I use the same tool to engineer the cockpit area, the nose of the SR-71. We were having fun last night. Here's torturing some voxels. So what I found interesting is that when I used the line tool and twisted it, it deformed the destination voxels, and I was not able to get the because it's not a paste volume. I'm surprised that it was deforming the endpoint voxels. So just something curious. But the line tool is really neat. That you can twist it is just incredible. So like I said, Destrin has actually engineered a double helix with this thing. But it's on a server that I cannot show. God, it's so beautiful. I can't believe they're shutting down in what, 20 minutes? 1 hour. Keeping us off for 1 hour. Oh well. Ella Dev, hey, good morning, man. Oh, we had a good time on the elevator yesterday. I almost broke it. And of course, yeah, Deaders landed on it. It was entertaining. Well, nearly landed on it. Hey, Corbrum. Good morning, man. So here's where I was using the tetrahedron tool to make this. First made that, copied and mirrored it, made this, then used the...
Shape.
Huh?
Tetrahedron shape.
Yep. Let me show you. I did not make that beautiful rock though. That's that was already there.
I like the rock. I'm gonna name him.
Yeah. Isn't that Devlin's job?
Oh.
We haven't seen that dude in a long time. All right, so you go to your deploy voxel tool, and alrighty then. All my voxels are not belong to me. Oh. Why do I have no link container? Ruh-roh. Let's go down and check it out. So use R to mirror it. So you have to raycast your paste volume on a surface, and depending on what surface that is, it will mirror different X, Y, or Z axis of your paste volume. Man, yeah, my container got disconnected. Don't know if you guys recognize that face. That's from the pirate ship in the one of the trailers. So,
Oh, yeah.
So there were shipwrecks in the game during the very beginning, during that first week where we had the 1 week head start. There were shipwrecks in the game, and I think they either put too many in or made them too attainable. But that was our trophy. We found the pirate ship. It was nearby in the bottom of the lake. We raised it, and so it was flying. It was hovering overhead while I was building, and scared the daylights out of me because I wasn't expecting a ship that big to be in the game right away. Turns out he was just using the move tool to maneuver it. But we scored the bowsprit, as it was. All right, and here, declare as linked container. And there's paving supplies and debtors. You've got access to this container for paving supplies. And so does Dev. Everybody else there. And that's
Is that a subtle hint that we need to start paving?
oh no, not at all. It's,
Get to work.
get to work, you lads. Screw
Every time
dogs.
you start talking about paving over that beautiful sand beach area, I always get that song in my head. They paved paradise and put in a parking lot.
Oh my God, yeah, that's perfect. Island, yes, you heard your name. You have permissions on that that chest in the sand there. So let's see if they're able to make any headway last night. I know there were some building issues, so we're encountering growing pains at the moment.
Yeah, I was having fun until I ran into a few issues, so I just took a break.
Yeah, that's what I recommend for anybody who starts to get frustrated. It is beta. It's early beta, so...
Yep.
And now we're testing things that were just not possible to test during the alpha.
Yep.
For a crap ton of players playing at the same time. Before, we could only simulate the connections. But, they couldn't simulate those 30,000 connections, building stuff and flying ships. They're just walking around. There's a cool video of that, by the way. Was that in the alpha or the pre-alpha? I think that was in the alpha. Early
yeah.
stage of the alpha. Oh. When I'm using the replace voxel tool and I hit Control-C, I want it to copy into a paste buffer. Because I do that so darn much. All right. Had to switch to my linked container. So now I've got this 64 by 64 by 1 selection in my paste volume. Go into paste mode. Oh my God! Look at. Oh, that's bad. There were some paste errors there. Uh-oh. Oops. Yeah. Alrighty. Well then. And we got shut down in just a few minutes. Hey, Zerkitten, good morning. Yeah, no kidding. He's always working it.
Right now, he's praying that his scanners are gonna finish just before they take the servers down. Because I started the scan at the 15-minute mark.
Jeez. Man, did you see the Albatross? I don't know if it's Dr. Rhubar's ship or whose, but we saw.
That's what I'm using at the moment.
Huh?
That's the one I'm using at the moment.
Ah.
You mean the Scorpius?
Yeah, the Scorpius. That thing.
Yeah, it's got my scanners on it, so...
Those are your scanners. Epic.
Yeah.
Epic. So they made a ship that's got 3 scanners on it, so they can scan, and they're at 3 endpoints. So they drop the ship down right where the territories meet, and you can scan 3 territories at the same time. It's brilliant. Yeah.
I'll bring it by and...
Those wacky engineers. Okay, so... Go into build mode. That was just an anomaly that I saw. Oh no, there, see, popped in for a second. I get so nervous. Luckily, I have not had any really big issues, so it's all good. And if you do encounter a really serious issue, you got a big building you're working on, and all of a sudden something really awful happens because of a bug. Man, just reach out to the support team. They'll do what they can. But if it's something small, don't sweat it.
Ingo, that's funny.
morning, Ingol. Nice to see you, dude. So this is what the paving box is for. It's to finish this, and luckily there's only a few more tiles at the moment to or cores to finish paving. But the really interesting trick here is lining up static cores, which is now really, really easy to do in the game. There's not really a trick to it. It just, just be logical. But you can position cores so that they line up perfectly. And the real trick is making sure that the one that you place down is aligned in the same direction as the one that you're attaching it to. It's easy. Just raycast it onto a surface, not on the top surface, not onto the side of something or the bottom of something. And then make sure it's at the same altitude as the original core of the one you're placing it next to. And then you can see the bounding box when you're positioning it using the arrow keys and the page up, page down. Anyway, so we're getting close. We're there's 1, 2, 3 and a smidge left to go.
So Gio, you said maintenance is at 10:30 Eastern?
Yeah.
So Ingo 9:30 Central.
Yeah, that's in like 3 minutes.
Or 6.
Or okay.
Another question from Birdie. What do you think the meta will turn out to be? Will it be planet-based spaceports and large ships fit for atmo and space, or will it be shuttles from planets to space stations and dedicated spaceships that never enter atmo? Whoa.
Where's that question? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's really hard to say. So my experience just from what we've done during the alpha, which unfortunately, I've only got one picture of the spaceport from the alpha. It's a picture I snuck in on the poster. They published the poster. So there is a picture of the spaceport. There's no ships on it, but there is a picture of the spaceport there. So I've got that I could share. I'll have to dig it up. But when we made the spaceport, it was about the same number of cores we have now, but they were all arranged in the same spot. So we had three rows of 7 cores, and then a runway that extended southward, another 3 or 4 cores. It was pretty neat. It was a good sized build. And the way people used it, we didn't give any rules for the end of the world party that we threw. Just fly in, show, look at the cool ships. And what was interesting is because the runways were very clearly marked, people generally, they stayed off of the runways and they parked their ships in the designated parking areas. And to see the gameplay just unfold naturally, because we made this space, the play space, kind of logical to use, it was really, really exciting. So I think what you're going to see is a lot of bustling activity at big spaceports like this, where at the spaceport there will be markets for the organizations that are there, that have a base there at the spaceports, or they're going to be selling their ships or parts for ships, whatever they're going to be selling. People will be traveling to that spaceport as a destination to go buy stuff, whether whether it's warp cells or whatever, and they'll be able to bring their anti-grav ships over, or their medium, small, extra small ships over, and then we'll have the city where we're going to have a lot of stuff at the city. I mean, there's things to do, information. Classes, tutorials, in-game tutorials. It'd be neat. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, Jill, we got a question from YouTube. Can't you copy and paste a bigger section than what you're doing right now? A larger section than that?
Yeah, so the limit on the XY axis is 60. Well, it depends on the original width. So I'm doing a 64 by 64, and I can do that as a cube. Oh, here comes the scanner. I can do that as a cube. So that will give me 64 by 64 by 64. But since I'm just doing pavement, 1 voxel thick, but I can do 64 by 96 as my selection area. But if there's an error and I lose materials as a result of the error, I'm trying to minimize that. So that's why I'm only doing this small section.
Okay.
And the other size is up to 32 by 160. You can do. So. But in the end, I think, isn't the volume, it's based on volume.
Oh, yeah, it is based on volume. Let's see, Rohan was telling us that the other day, I think.
Yeah. That is a cool looking ship.
I'm gonna try and bring it over. I just realized that while I was trying to land it over with you, that there's a bunch of holes there. It's not a good thing to land.
Oh, I think the server might be going down. Oh no, here we go.
I haven't seen the follow-up announcement yet, so.
They don't they do one like 3 minutes or 5 minutes before?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Just arriving with you now.
Man, that ship is really sweet. Look at that. Three scanners. It's got to be the only one in the game like that. I haven't seen anybody else do that.
Well, we could show how it basically works. Have you got the, if you could switch on the territory overlay.
Oh yeah, hold on. The map or just the overlay?
The overlay in the 3D world.
Hold on. There we go.
You wanna jump
Yeah.
forward?
Oh. Phew, here we go.
Hole? Put it down.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that looks cool from underneath.
Do I... Oh, is there a... Got a freaking ladder? My jump skills are not very good.
Jump on the
Engine?
jump on the ailerons.
Oh, come
It
on.
works.
Jesus, dude.
Jump on
And
the
it's
ailerons.
a jumping game.
Yeah, I gotta jump on the front ones here. All right. Never. Hold on. Just let me go into build mode and.
Oh, it's too bad we don't have someone filming geo jumping.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Need to work
All right. Let me turn on
with
the.
avatar skills, my
All right. Come on. Where? So now you can see the hexes. You can see it on the mini map, and you can see the perimeter in game.
My stream for you is just frozen.
Yeah, buffering.
Make sure you're giving us a follow over at our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/landmarkexplorer.
You think we've lost the stream, Joe?
Oh yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
But went to be right back on YouTube.
Yeah. soon as I mentioned it. There we go.
Oh, there's downtime.
Message from the team. So if you can see in the mini map up there, he's landed exactly at the point where the 3 territory hexes meet, where they converge. And he's got 1 scanner in this one. One in the hex over there. And the other one over here. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we can scan all 3 of these territories at the same time. So effectively, instead of scanning 1 territory every 15 minutes, we're effectively scanning 1 territory every 5 minutes at this rate.
Nighthawk to the timeout, please. He clipped it.
Yeah, he clipped it.
Brilliant. Hey, Koopa. Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Right, I shall take you back now.
Oh, great. I just jumped off.
You got no build mode here either. Oh man, that's actually you might be able to jump on from this raised bit of ground. To be honest, the platform is right over there.
Oh, that's okay. I'm nearby. Hey, Mikey, thanks for the follow, man. Cheers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. And slideshow incoming imminently. Oh, look at that. When I first go into build mode, there's all those, that's so crazy. There's all those errors there, but they clean themselves up. And when I exit, everything's normal, the way it's supposed to be. That's all that matters. So we get a couple server restarts every day. There's typically there's been one in the morning and one in the evening, and sometimes it's just refreshing the server, and other times they're doing patches. Typically server-side stuff, right, Deaders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it varies.
Yeah, it's true. But as you see, I'm constantly getting the loading the rights permissions on the construct as I'm standing on it. So it's fun, and thank you to everybody who's sticking with the beta. Don't give up, man. These guys are gonna knock it out of the ballpark. They already have, technically. I mean, the reason everything in the game does not look like melted crayons is because they invented a new technology that no one has done yet, and that's a mesh server service that converts every single construct in the game into a 3D mesh, so that when players, clients see it, when your game sees it, it's seeing it as a 3D model and not as a collection of voxels that have to be rendered by the CPU. Hey, Birdie. Man, thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome. Glad you could join us. So, disconnection imminent. So, anyway, need the paving crew. Attention, paving crew. Get down here, and I'm telling you, I bet after the restart, I bet these guys will have this done today, because there's enough materials in the box to finish it. I'm going to ask Sagacious if he can start crafting the voxels I need for the 4 buildings I want to get down, which is mostly iron. So we got tons of the iron. I think we got enough to do everything. Yep, rights management. Yep. You've been disconnected by the server. Great. Welcome everybody. Good morning. So it's been another fun 24 hours in the game. Of course, we weren't on for 24 hours, but it's been a good time. We've got some cool slideshows. So we've got several collections. We've got a collection of official images that are from pre-beta. They go all the way back to the beginning of the pre-alpha, and these are all images that we scraped off their website and their Twitch and Instagram and Facebook pages.
All approved.
All approved, and a lot of them are pictures that were submitted by the player or videos submitted by the player community that they published in their community digest program or in their community spotlight program. And you can still find. Do you have a link to our community spotlight? That would be one to dig up and maybe put in the thing. Yeah, it would be at their go to dualuniverse.game.
Yeah. Just find it there.
Corbin, heading to Chantilly today. Any recommendations on some food spots that are safe? Dude, I got... depends what you like. We only hit our local Italian place. So in the world of online streaming broadcasting, Corbin and I are neighbors. We live 15 minutes from each other, I'm guessing. We normally hit the Japanese restaurants. My kids love them. Yeah. So you can see in the back here in the studio, they've got a tape of JC going and lots of Dual Universe stuff. And of course, we haven't fed our fish. We're trying to figure that out, Magic. What's it been, 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thankfully they're not piranhas. Well, we've got, we've got some cool videos that we wanted to show. We've been queuing these up. These are all creations that we did and got approved by Novaquark, and they wound up publishing through the Community Digest program, or one of them through the Community Spotlight. And we got a bunch of neat ones. Here's one that I can't play enough. It's Nuber's yacht, his luxury yacht. He built this during the pre-alpha, and it is wicked cool. So, Ripnar asks, so do you like build every single item? You can craft every single item. Every single one is all craftable, either in your nanopack or in industry that you can create or use. There's a lot of stuff that you can buy on the marketplace from the bots, and players are putting stuff on the market all the time. But you have to go to the market where that stuff is located. And so it depends on what you're building, Ripnar. If you're just building a small ship, you can do one of those in literally minutes. Really easy to put together. In fact, you can take the elements and materials for your starting speeder, and you don't have to put down the blueprint. You can just place the core and go into build mode and just experiment. Just build whatever you can imagine with the materials that you have. And if you need more materials, you absolutely have enough in your when you start the game. You have enough cash in your wallet to go to the market that you start on and purchase additional engines or additional voxel material. And so you can build daggone it near anything. It's and extra small and small ships that can really go quickly, because you don't really, for just a pure Atmos ship, you don't need a lot of stuff. Few engines, wings or ailerons or both, or, stabilizers. All those help with lift, and a few other elements in your set. It's pretty straightforward. Now, like what we did with the spaceport, that takes a while for sure, to be certain. A project like that, I know Cerula and I worked on that almost exclusively for from months. I'd say 2 months, maybe a little bit longer. I spent a lot of time out in the field just mining for 3 weeks. Oh, we just got a message from Neris. All right, so they're not able to do this weekend or this Friday, but she said give us 2 weeks. Right on. No problem. That gives us a little more time. And plus, kind of don't want to stream on 9/11. Just because.
So more time to advertise, and then we also have to let everybody know that we're not going to stream Friday 9/11.
Yeah. So great questions here. So Mikey, hey man. So is there a go-to mining method? At the moment you just dig down, mine, dig up. Trypophobia nightmare. Or pterophobia. Dude, yeah. So there are, and everyone develops their own system. When I'm mining tier 1 stuff, because I can see it on my scanner from the surface, I just zigzag back and forth like this until I get centered over it. And you can do that. You can watch the meter. You can figure out when you're centered over it. And then I dig straight down. And I watch the scanner. I can tell when I get to it, or get really close. And when I get really close, if I don't see it, then I'll pull out the short range scanner, and I get my bearing, and then dig to the material. But to get out, we used to just force respawn, have a little spawn point on top of our speeder. But now if you do that, you'll lose the stuff you just mined. So to get out, just dig at a 45-degree angle. That method will leave the terrain pockmarked with holes. So if it's territory that no one has claimed, big deal. And because they're going to wipe the planets anyway, big deal anyway. That's why you have to have a territory unit to put down your static cores, because people were digging underneath other people's static cores and realized that was not a good gameplay experience. So The other thing to do, and once you get your terraforming skills really beefed up, especially the flatten tool, you can dig effectively really incredibly large tunnels, and you just have your tool positioned in front of you, and just start walking. You can auto walk, whatever. Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome, Pantera. Yeah.
Birdie had a question. Can we mine the asteroids?
You were able to at one point, and you will be again. I think they may have changed that temporarily, but I'm not sure. Deaders, are you still here? Oh, Deaders.
He said be right back.
Okay. You should be able to mine mine asteroids.
But also there's ground spawns. They added ground spawns, so you can walk around and just mine, surface mine, basically.
Yeah.
As long as the territory's not claimed.
And of course, now we've got, like on the Sanctuary Moon, such an abundance of tier 1 and 2 rocks that you can harvest. That's crazy. Hey, Alf, good morning, man. Is there a skill to repair faster? Yes, there is. You can increase the effectiveness of your repair and the speed of your repair with skill points. To be certain, yep. And yeah. And then when you apply higher tier scrap in that mix, it's even way faster. So yeah.
And Rip, you want to answer Ripgnar's question about the talents?
One more question. Then downloading this game most likely. Oh, excellent, dude. Hey, we got a link. Magic, can you drop our link?
I had dropped it.
There it is. You can use our link right there, right above your question. We're in the affiliate partner program with Xsolla and Novaquark, so you definitely, if you don't have the game yet, it'll definitely help out the stream by using our link to get the game. Are there skills like the EVE Online? I think EVE was a lot of the was some of the inspiration for maybe some of the gameplay mechanics. I know it was important for them to appeal to that large player base. So I think but I never played EVE. I played its competitor briefly before they got acquired by EA and shut down. As it takes 152 days to fly a ship you might lose in 5 seconds. No, it's not like that. No, not at all. So you can pilot anything from the beginning, but some ships, their systems may not be, or your skills may not be powerful enough to make the ships fly. Depends on how they're engineered. But there are piloting skills that you can put skill points into, which affect the ship's output ability, its fuel consumption rate, the amount of lift you can get. And for space engines and Atmo engines and rocket engines, all of that. Oh, Random says, yeah, the talent system definitely inspired by EVE. Hey, Yitlin. Hey, dude. Welcome. Great questions. Really great questions. It'd be under mining. Alf. It'll be under mining. It's under mining. And under your avatar, I think those are avatar skills. Well, we'll just do our best. But we have you, so. Yep. Oh, let me see if we got another slideshow here. Oh, we are part of Infinity Corporation. Go to infinitycorporation.org. If you'd like to join us in game, we'd love to have you. We take players of all skill levels. Kajaro, man, welcome. Yeah. My wife was happy that I didn't. That I didn't change my name. Yeah, we restarted Landmark Explorer because now we have the greatest voxel game I think ever made that we got our hands on. So, well, we realized that just coincidentally the name just really lends itself to what we do because we exploring landmarks, you know. So it couldn't be more perfect. Which is why we waited patiently for 3 years for them to drop the NDA. So we could start doing this again. And really, really excited to be here. Really excited to be here. You can hear one of our corgis barking. But anyway, I'm going to play our promotional video for Infinity Corporation. And I think you'll dig it. This was produced, Nuber had this produced, I think just before the pre-alpha kicked off or shortly after. It's a remarkable, it's just a fantastic video.
I don't hear you, Jill.
Because I'm not talking.
Oh, must be screen delay because your mouth's moving on my screen.
Man, love that promo video. I think that has been the primary source of people finding our organization and wanting to join. Because even though it's no in-game footage, it sums up who we are and what we do. Oh, Captain Hex, yeah, dude, we've got some fantastic voxelmancers. And what's cool is one of them, Torden, who's also one of the legates here with Infinity Corporation. He's just not a crazy smart voxelmancer. He's also a teacher in a public school in California. And yeah, they are lucky to have him because he's beyond brilliant. And he's really great at explaining really difficult technical subjects. He's got a gift for it. And when he's explaining it, he's got lots of patience. So I played Star Citizen. So Uber Nerd gave me a key for Star Citizen, and I played with him a couple of times. Cool game, but I get in there and I feel so lost because really all I want to do is mash voxels and fly stuff around, and fly around the voxels I mashed, which this is the only place you'll be able to do that. Hey, Dadders, welcome back, man. And I never played Elite Dangerous, but I've watched many hours of Dyfed playing Elite Dangerous. And he would be here today, but I think his in-laws arrived. They are running from the smoke-filled skies, and they're part of, I think they're part of Oregon. And so they're staying with him. He said, last night he said, if I'm not here, it's because my in-laws made it. Yeah, crazy wildfires out on the West Coast. Really, just had another terrible season. I remember in 2018, we went on vacation to Bora Bora. I love French Polynesia. I don't speak a lot of French. I understand a little bit. Well, my father was an honorary French citizen, perfect French. My grandmother, his mother, was French as well. Lived in Canada. Captain X. Oh, David says, no, I just slept in. Yeah, welcome. Good morning, dude. Be there in a few minutes. In-laws and fire. Truly hell on earth. Yeah. I love my in-laws. Oh, my gosh. My father-in-law passed away a couple of years ago, but what a character! And so they're from Hong Kong, and he lived to be 96. But Chinese culture, there's so much that we just don't understand. Certainly in Hong Kong, if you hit 96, they gift you 4 years. I kid you not. So he turned 96 and became 100. So he qualified as 100, and he was done. He was done. He was ready to go. So he's like, "Yep, bon voyage." Yep. And my mother-in-law. Oh, I adore that lady. They came to live with us for 6 months after my wife and I got married. And you know it's a nervous time. Your in-laws are coming to live with you after our first son was born. Our first kid was born. So they lived with us for 6 months. And I wasn't sure what to expect. But, I'm a friendly, open-minded person. So I absolutely adored them. They were so funny. They didn't speak any English, but I spoke enough kitchen Cantonese that it's from doing a lot of dining out. I was able to communicate effectively with them, and her mom, she's just so wonderful. I told her when her parents left, I said, "You get out of line." Or I said, "No, if your old man dies, I'm dropping you like a bad habit and marrying your mom." That was always the threat. Her mom, oh my God, what a peach. Now, come to find out, she was ill-tempered when she was younger. Lots of kids, short fuse. So the version of her I got to meet was the one where all the kids were all grown up and out of the house. So she was my wife said, she's not the same person she was when I was growing up. Just want you to know that. So, yeah, they were cool. Fun times. Too bad what's happening in Hong Kong now. Yeah. But they're there, and my wife calls and talks to them, and they make a point not to discuss anything other than how's the weather and how's the food and all that good stuff. Yeah, exactly, Captain Hex. He said your mom is the nicest grandma and super chill. Not how you guys grew up. Yeah. Hey, Code Infused, man. Thanks for the follow, dude. Cheers. So we're waiting. We got a 1 hour downtime for the game, which started at, I think it started a little bit after 10:30. I want to say 10:35.
Yep.
Yeah, Gajaro, that Dyford was explaining to us that you'll be able to walk around on the ground on Elite Dangerous. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Oh, Yitlin, have a good dinner, man. We, you know what I gotta find? I gotta find the poster. Give me a moment to poke around. In fact, while I'm digging, let me play another video for you. Let's do Cerula's Tower House. We were talking about buildings and how much work the buildings take to do, and I think this would be. This is a video of Cerula's Tower House that he built during the pre-alpha. And I was his next door neighbor, so I took pictures of it in all the stages of its glory. Server's back up already. Well, Nomad of Novaquark is like Scotty from Star Trek. I don't know, Captain. It's gonna take 2 hours. At least then 10 minutes later.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, Code Infused, really? Man. Oh, Pajaro. Yeah, Magical. We got a link if you want to get the game. Definitely use our link. We're partner affiliate with Novaquark and Xsolla. Definitely help out the stream, but it's a voxel open world game, massively multiplayer, and it's one open seamless universe. Build a ship, fly out of the atmosphere to the nearby moons or the other planets in the solar system. Everything in the game, well, almost everything, is player made. Almost everything is player made. And so the stuff that was in the background of that video of the tower house, that was my original spaceport, and the original Infinity City. which I had fun tinkering with. But that's before we really could connect cores. So you just did it haphazardly. Yeah, flying around and trading. Let me, I'll show you some flight. I built in-game an SR-71 and the CIA's version of the A-12. And this is pre-alpha stuff. This is an officially released video. Yeah, I just said hi to him.
Okay. Hi, Tenma.
Hey, dude. Nice to see you, man.
Let's see, I have to get used to the colors.
Oh, can you drop the link for the game again? Pujaro might be interested in getting the game.
There you go.
That's our partnership link.
Well, Captain Hex had a question. Do cores actually connect, or do you just put them close together?
You just put them close together, but you can align them perfectly, so they look seamless.
Yeah, you can basically build your own ship, Kajaro.
So I've got a picture here that was from the official poster that got tweeted out by Novaquark. And this is the only picture we have of the spaceport, but without all the beautiful ships on it. But it's where the current spaceport is. And figure out which one of these. Here we go. And there it is, right there. And down there at the bottom, so there's Cerula's transit tower. That's the one that would have the Skyport elevators in it. There's the hangar, which is in the museum right now, one of the official museums. And then there's our control tower and Cerula's tower house. And that was for the end of the world party we threw at the very end of the game. And
Yes, David.
what's that? Wah, wah. Yeah, and I'm sure someone's working on the Death Star. So we also have, there are also space cores. We have static cores for buildings, dynamic cores for ships, and space cores. And space cores for making buildings in space. And so the location will be static, but gravity is affected by the direction of the core. So you can make really fun puzzles. But so this was that was a ship that was published by Novaquark. That is the Kurgan's. It says Black Widow, P-62, I think. And Pantera made the amazing propellers on that sucker. Those are not elements that we have available in game. Those are crafted voxels. What I'd give to have propellers and wheels. I'm not sure we're going to be getting those. That's another question right there, Magic, to add to the list. Any hope of propellers or wheels in the future?
Okay.
Random's reply. You see that? Hi, David.
Yeah, but did you see David's first joke?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Yeah. In response to that kind of joke will cause division.
Never know. Could multiply our viewers.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the show, everybody. Anyway, back to the studio. You know what? I keep forgetting to hit the login. Oh, a queue of 1. I'm almost back in the game. Queue is up. The game is downloading as we speak, as we spec. And it always works so well right after this.
So, something I wanted to try after watching Bognagus the other day. He actually has a program called Joy2Key that allows you to use joysticks and controllers for games that aren't built for them.
Well, this game is built for controllers, so
true, but we don't have this. We don't have it in the game yet. The direct support.
Yeah, it is. I use my Xbox controller, direct support in the game.
Oh, well, I'm talking about like a HOTAS joystick.
Well, you should try. It's worth trying.
I did. It doesn't. I have, and it doesn't work.
Okay.
But this program allows you to do that.
Yep, I've
by
used it.
Just translating keyboard strokes to your joystick. However, what I was getting at was I actually tried it yesterday, and yeah, right now this game is better off if you just use your mouse.
Well, when you're flying, in fact, here let me go do that right now. And good morning, everybody. We're back. Beep, 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 beep.
So Hex wants to know if you can share the spaceport coordinates.
Oh, sure. Drop them. I don't have those handy. Can somebody drop that? If they get a chance. I can show you where it is on the map.
I can try.
My gaming system and my broadcast and communications rig are 2 separate machines, so I can't paste from one into the other.
I can do it.
So here's Market 8. Zoom in a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. There's Market 8. There's Market 2. And from those 2 markets, It's we're 43 kilometers southwest exactly from Market 8, and 40 kilometers southwestish from Market 2, and the peninsula is right down here. And this is our world. This is our world. So Tim on YouTube says, "Been playing Warframe again. That's a fun. I think Jet played that for a little while."
Yeah, my son played that.
So, Tinma, big change, huge change to Dual Universe. They've finished their mesh server, and now everything in the world is a 3D mesh instead of melted crayons, voxels. The only time you are actually seeing voxels that get rendered by the CPU is when you are in build mode, and you're just. Yeah, this is what we wanted for Landmark like forever, but they just I don't think didn't know how to do it. But man, boy, they did it right. They should patent this. I hope they do if they haven't already. All right, so in game here, I was doing some building, but I'll leave that for the crew to come finish. And you know what? I got to try my. Sorry, I set up the joystick and configured it, and I have not. Try the flight. Hey, DJ. Good morning, dude. Oh, thanks, man. Hey, there's Tinma. Hey, dude. So Tinma's got the game, and I think you'll be impressed with where it is now. The beta is just incredible. Oh, so cool, Fairwolf. So you're between. Excellent. I've flown over your house. I can see your house from here. Flown over your house a few times. Somebody wrecked their ship, and
was it Nuber?
King Dark. So his core is destroyed, but. I think his core is destroyed. Maybe not. Yeah, it's. So, I don't understand. You wreck you destroy your core, but it's not declared as abandoned yet. How many days does that take? Because I'm waiting. I think he flew into this rock right here because it was parked over right next to this rock. Yeah, that could ruin your whole day.
So I'm in the game now, and I've discovered something.
Uh-oh.
So last night I was working on my build, and I was about ready to call it a night anyway. And I was having one of those issues where when you go out of build mode, it doesn't register the last few things you've done on your build.
Mm-hmm.
Only this one, it was like the last couple dozen things, and so it like reverted a lot of work. When I go back into mode, and it was back to where it was supposed to be. And so what I ended up doing, because I couldn't fix it not to revert backwards when I got out of build mode. So I just logged out in build mode. And now I'm logged in this morning, and it's fine. It's the way it should be.
That's good. So the workaround that I was using for that, and I think a lot of people were doing that, is I would, when I'd finished paving a large section and I wanted to make sure that it got saved, I would place down 7 or 8 one-by-one voxels in the area, and so that would like fill up the queue. So when I'd come back, maybe those were missing, but all the paved surface was there, so that was my workaround. But I'm glad they got that working. Yeah, they're going to get all this stuff hammered out quickly, because this is it. This is their bread and butter. This is all they do. They got no distractions, And the others will tell you they are working their tails off.
I mean, yeah.
They are
A lot
working
of
their tails
questions
off.
about fixing that broken flyer in chat. Can you repair the core? Can you put a core in and see if it changes?
Yeah, yeah, I can. I can repair the whole thing, but I'm not going to. The guy crashed the stuff. He's got to fix it, and I'm waiting for it to become abandoned, so I can. I'm a bad person. Jeez. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, just waiting to see if they come back and collect it, and I'm also curious to see how long it'll take. All right. So I've got my Xbox controller set up. I do not know if it's doing the stuff. I'm going to taxi out here to. Oh, wait. If that thing's moving, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a space truck. Crikey. That's probably an Uber. Who's coming into land? We still need a working control tower. All right, let's see if this works. Woohoo! There we go. Working with the controller. Somewhat. Uh-oh.
Well, I asked the 8-ball if you're going to crash your ship today, and the 8-ball said for sure.
I've got to update the controller. I configured it 2 patches ago, so I think I've got to go in and reset the stuff. That was it was interesting. Made it by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Is that spec up there, the boundless?
Yeah, that spec is the boundless.
Okay. Duke Sound has a question.
Hey,
Was
Dukes.
the tutorial area laggy? Yeah. Yep.
The tutorial area, you mean the district or the area where you actually go in to do the tutorial? The district where the institutes are, yeah, that can get laggy because of all the activity, all the ships. If you're experiencing lag though, there is something you can do to see if that helps, and I'll show you right here. Hopefully I won't crash into anything. You go into hit escape to go into your settings, go into graphics, and under voxel rendering, set it to custom and dial back the number of cores being used to render the game. Yeah, that's... So they have a system now to take the small ships that people leave behind there and put them back in their inventory. But they got to work out a few policy issues with that. But hopefully that'll be in this week, or certainly by next week. But we'll find out. Yeah, DJ. Yeah, that's the abandoned ship thing. What they're going to do is turn those constructs into magic blueprints, and then the owner of that blueprint will get that in their inventory. The owner of that ship will get that magic blueprint in their inventory, and then they can just respawn that thing back down. But the system works, but they need to set policy issues that determine which ships get converted. So I would imagine starting speeders that have been unmodified would make the most sense, or certain types of starting modified speeders if they don't have certain kind of things on them. I don't know, because they could be, I mean, players could take advantage of that to get magic blueprints. Hey, Duke's Hound, man, thanks for the follow, dude, and welcome to the show.
Okay, Zirkitten said that they repaired a core of a crash ship and it became theirs.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
Yes, a destroyed core. When you claim that ship then comes yours.
yeah, well then. I'm on a mission.
Oh,
You
I
also
love.
think that King Dark is one of the members of IC
Yeah,
He is?
he is. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Milo says every time he goes to market, he brings back an abandoned speeder with him.
That's funny. I'm going to have a new hobby because I just like flying around. So this is a little modified speeder I did during the alpha, or right at toward the end of the alpha. I was on a mining trip on Philly and then had lots of cash in my pocket. I figured, hey, upgrade my speeder. So I just put some space engines on it and some big wings, and it just really flies.
It's not bad looking either.
Yeah, it's got I've got my little respawn unit, my resurrection node on top of it.
Looks kind of like a cross between a very easy, which if you know anything about airplanes, that's was a fairly popular model for many years, and then an AWACS.
Right. Well, I had
that.
I had a stabilizer on top of this, and I had it attached on top of the stabilizer, so it looked like an AWACS. But it was obstructing flight, so. Now, Nuber will come in hot. I mean, he'll get full speed right before he gets to the deck, and he'll lock up the brakes. I just can't bring myself to do that. He is fearless. If you've flown with him, it's amazing. It's an experience. That's why we tease him about all the crashes. I think he just takes a little more risk than the rest of us. I just don't like carrying all that scrap. And if you have any broken elements on your ship, you'll see it in your engineering report up there at the top of the screen where it says Build Helper. The little icon of the ship will be orange, and it will tell you that you've got a damaged component, if there is one. All right, let's see. Where is my stinking scrap? Well, I got a little bit of carbon scrap, but not enough to do the job. It should be enough aluminum scrap, I think. All right, let's go do this. Now, if King wants the ship back, he'll have to ask nicely. And there we are. There it is. So it still says it's King Dark's hauler. Dead, are you there?
Yes.
So how do I claim it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. See?
Can you go into build mode on it?
Nope. And I couldn't before either. And the core was definitely destroyed. But I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night, so I can I can maneuver it because I own the tile. That's a great feature. I'm so glad they did that. One thing I don't like are the smoky bits. So let me fix that. Figure out what the heck is smoking.
It's a hover engine, I think.
Yep, definitely the hover engine. Tim, if you're still here, man, I think you'll enjoy where the game has is gone. For sure. Thazrian, hey man. All right, well, let's stop the smokiness. Yeah, that was, I think he bumped into that rock. I found him parked next to the rock. And of course, at the end of the runway, what do I have? I have a building, and I had these skulls were way up in the air, so I moved those down along with the core so that no one's gonna hit those. They turned off collision with trees, which is really helpful. Yep, the burning wreckage. So I gotta go in and see if I can't work on my controls here. Okay, let's try this again. Forward.
Pretty sure they will turn tree collision back on.
Yeah, at some point, I would imagine.
I'll add that to our list of questions.
Yeah. All right, that's the basics. Hit save changes. Let's see if it works this time. Escape. Get back in my little rocket ship. We're going on a trip. My little rocket ship. Anybody have kids? Yeah, little Einsteins, right? So, Thazmin, you deployed a base yesterday from a blueprint, and it was backwards, as in upside down. You never know. Your core might have been, the original core might have been in the wrong orientation, but the upside down. That's interesting.
First, Random said he couldn't get his axis bindings to link.
Really? That's weird. I got mine, but let's see if it actually works. Nope, not working. For my view. Only working one way. All right, well, I gotta figure out what the heck's going on there. So I have another app that I use I've got a couple. One from Steam called Controller Companion. $4, great little app. Works really, really well. Works with the game. You get it right on Steam. And you don't have to be running Steam in order to run the app. And you can make the app load when your computer starts. I need to refuel. So I usually try and keep a little emergency fuel in my storage container back there. Doesn't always work as planned. Yeah, this is not the channel to watch if you suffer from vertigo. Uber, what are you up to today, dude? So the fetch command now only works 4 kilometers, is my understanding.
That is correct.
Tim, it's great to see you, man. Absolutely great to see you. Hope we get to see some of your Voxel tutorials again. So, Deaders, do you make low-speed passes over the runways here?
I mean, low speed, high speed. Make passes over the runway just because it's fun.
Yeah, I'm always worried about smacking into something like I can't see. A single voxel or a single microvoxel can destroy your entire ship.
Having said that, that wireframe building has caused more than a few crashes for me.
Yeah, I think he's taking it down. So was setting up the exchange here, but Nuber started working on the exchange over on the island across the way there. So I think Sagacious is going to move not all the industry, but much of that over there, along with the building. But I don't know. I haven't talked to him in detail. I just told him, please don't abandon me. I need enough industry here to crank out all the voxels and elements I need for the blueprints I got to put down. Luckily, everything except for maybe the lights on Cerula's tower house should be pretty easy. Magic.
What?
Your comment you made.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crikey.
You said it.
I did. Yeah, didn't I? About my tool.
Gotta clip that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, great. Okay. Alrighty then. Anyway, the game is beautiful. So I'm playing on my Alienware laptop. This is a 4-year-old laptop, and I finally got the settings tweaked.
Yes.
It's working quite well. Although I've got a 2080S that arrives tomorrow, and Alienware makes a unit called a graphics amplifier, and it's got its own power supply. You slap a graphics card like the 2080S in it, and it's got a proprietary cable that connects it to your laptop. And I'm hoping that's going to give me the same kind of quality I was getting with Jet's computer, or at least close. If not, then I'll just use the 2080S in the new build. But the amplifier was only $225. The only problem is the power supply is only a 430 watt power supply, but all that's going in it is the graphics card. So I don't know. It should work. We'll see.
Kind of thinking about making my own computer instead of touching my old computer.
Magic, there are so many people in our org that will fall over themselves to help you with that.
Well, I've got a
And
wonderful
then you got Ben.
ex-boyfriend that would...
Who you're on good talking terms with, so that's good.
the
Yeah.
best ex I've ever had.
Yeah.
Since flowers on my birthday and Christmas. And
Isn't that great? That's a rarity. This is that voxel shape I was tinkering with. I was thinking about taking this to make some kind of ship. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We shall see where it goes. He's got a bunch of industry here. I'm not sure what this is for. It looks like it's a fuel depot, maybe. Couldn't quite say. But Tim, if you're still there, this is here's something new that we got. With our line tool, we now have the ability to rotate it, to twist, and we have the ability to turn on paste dominance when we're pasting objects that are in our paste buffer.
I did not know you could rotate the light.
Oh yeah. In fact, we've had that for a while. Let me demonstrate. So to get a good quality twist on it, you typically gotta increase the size of the shape. Oh man, here we go. Need materials. All right, I got a lot of yellow. Let's do this in yellow. And then hold down R and just twist that sucker. Let's see what happens. Okay, that one wasn't completely clean. Let's try it again. And I was hoping I could make the tool at this end larger. Is there a way to do that? I don't think so. But hold down R and rotate that sucker. Up and it breaks up. Let's try it. Let's make it bigger this time. Parts of it are pretty clean, but get a few errors there. But really fun tool. And then I made those shapes with the tetrahedron tool, which, here, let me show it again. So you go to deploy voxel, that's number 2. You can hold down control and increase the size of the shape. Hit the E key to cycle through the different tool shapes. There's the cylinder, and there's the tetrahedron right there. And hold it and drag it, and you can make all these crazy shapes.
Oh, that looks cool.
I wish we could get a sharp point at the tip, but I just don't think the voxels can do that unless maybe it's really big.
I think you'd actually have to voxel mount the tip.
Yeah, you
Probably do it now with like dominant paste.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. It always seems to break up a little bit on the nose. But you know, when I did the SR71, I got it. I got a perfect point on it. And no idea how I pulled that off. I was trying to replicate that last night.
Raise it up off the ground a little bit?
I'm not sure I can. There you go. So that's got some clean points on it. If I hold down T and use the mouse wheel, oh yeah, okay, using the mouse wheel. Let me see if I can, oh yeah, oh, bingo, cool. That worked. And then exit build mode and let the, and look at that. So exit build mode, and now the mesh server renders this as a 3D model, and look how clean those are. And it's just crazy. Crisp, sharp. So the mesh service is really something. So I had lots of little visual anomalies in the SR, and some of them I tried to voxel mount, but most of the rest I left alone. And the ones that I left untouched are now rendered perfectly. So the actual 3D shape was perfect. It's just that the way the render engine, when you're live editing voxels, wasn't showing it as such. But when it rendered to a 3D mesh, man, popping. Hey, Johnny. Is there a way you can get the blueprint for the voxel reactor? You need it for a building you're working on. Yeah, there are lots of people that have those blueprints. I know Brimmer and Bubsy, the brothers in arms, are part of Infinity Corporation. They've got those. I know Grimstone's the big library, the Tioma library, has got everything that's been donated throughout the game, which includes lots and lots of templates and reactors. If you're in Infinity Corporation, there are lots of people in the organization that have the Voxel reactor. I don't have I've got a copy, but I don't have the materials to place it down. The mesh conversion happened. They'd been working on it obviously for a long time. We just didn't know about it. I remember first time. I assume it was the first time Neris had seen it after she started working there. She got the giggles. She's like, "Oh, there's something cool. I can't tell you about it, but you're gonna love it when you get it." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Neris." and while to this day she still hasn't said exactly what that was, I'm pretty sure it was the mesh server thing. So we've actually had that in game now for a month and a half, maybe. I'm guessing.
Yeah, about that, I think.
Oh, hey, Johnny, cool. I'll be checking applications. I'm one of the legates here. So I'll be checking applications after the show. Get that taken care of, okay? And for everybody else who's put in an application and hasn't heard back yet. Tinma, you went to court yesterday? Pulled over for a law that was passed while you were in the military and did not know it existed?
Oops, yeah, that's...
Holy smokes. Wow, she dismissed the fine. Got a ticket for passing a police car, failure to switch lanes. My buddy, military, dude, the exact same story. Yeah, but when he went in to contest it, the judge here was not so cool. Yeah, he was a colonel in the reserves. And before that, the Air Force for like 8 years. But yeah, he passed a police car and wasn't going very fast, but he didn't get in the lane over. And I think he was blocked in too. I don't think he could get over. But yeah, wow, dude, I'm glad she got rid of it. Oh yeah, Dukes. So sanctuary territory units are permanent when you put them down. And one of the questions we have for InQ when we interview them on Let's Talk Dual Universe is going to be about that right there. We think we have the final version of the sanctuary moon, but we don't know for certain. We think it's the final version. Anyway, just sitting here staring at the lovely blocks. Now what's cool is you can go back, you can exit build mode, you can go back into build mode, and because I haven't exited the game, all those pastes are still in my queue, and I can undo each of them. In fact, no more to undo. Okay. Get my materials back. Change the shape. I like that tetrahedron tool. I think it's one of my favorites. Clearly, it's one of 1K's favorites. Oh, the wedge is kind of fun too. There's a lot of cool shapes you can make with this. Hold it down. And if it's yellow, it means it's not going to render right. If it's blue, it should render correctly. So I'm curious. Exit build mode. And the corners are a little quirky. Sometimes, depending on the shape and size and everything, you'll get those. They'll be perfect. Let me go into build mode and do that off the ground. So make that a little smaller. Hold down T and mouse wheel up to change the elevation. And that way, oh crap, I'm in the wrong tool. Change the shape. Hold down T. Let me stretch that further. And then let go. And then I can change the height. Here we go. So because it's off the ground, it's not interacting with any other voxels. And then you can take this, use the select tool, and I can just grab a slice. It's like a piece of cheesecake. There's my cheese wedge. I think Helvetian actually made a cheese wedge. Turned it into a put guns on it. You remember that?
Johnny says, "Holy cow! Is that really what the yellow means?" when you're deploying.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
When it's yellow, it means it won't render. It will render something, but it won't be clean. When it's blue, it means mathematically it's got a shape that the voxel engine can render cleanly. So now I've got my little wedge here, and I can put it into a shape like this and paste, and that's without paste dominance turned on, and it was a clean paste right into that. Let me rotate that. Do it again here, and this time let me turn on paste dominance by holding shift and then click. Oh, and it buggered up right there. Look at that. Let's see what happens when I don't use paste dominance. Oh, it's still... Come on. Sometimes, you know, it seems like my paste dominance holding the shift key down doesn't always work. Oh. It just fell through one of the holes. Undo.
Those were from the how to cut a hole in the floor tutorial.
Yeah, right. I'm hoping at some point we'll be able to rotate these more than 90 degrees. You know, like in increments of 45 or something.
Yeah, I was trying to, on my build yesterday, I was trying to rotate my object in increments instead of 90, 45, but it wouldn't work, and I thought it was me, but it wasn't me.
Let's see if I can get the...
He's making a... Morning,
There.
Ancient Hawk.
There, that time the paste dominance worked, and I got a really sharp edge there. So paste dominance doesn't seem like it's 100%, but it does pretty well generally. I guess sometimes there are just some weird shapes that are hard to get clean with the voxels. Feral Wolf, dude, thanks for hanging out, man. And good morning, Ancient. Look forward to seeing you, dude. Any other weird stuff? Oh, you know what? We haven't done the smoothing yet. It's so we'll make a voxel reactor. And then I can use the so this would be the basic voxel reactor. So you get 8 endpoints. And then I'll use a different material in the center. Down. So there's an unsmooth reactor. I'll hit the area smooth tool. And this is where you have to, it only works on a 3D volume. So if you're just trying to smooth a plane of voxels, it doesn't work. But you select your area, your endpoints, and then you click it. And, oh, come on. Does it have to be, do I have to be larger? Too many operations in a row. Oh, spare me. Maybe it's the other smooth tool. That's great. So make that the minimum size. I'm hearing the smooth noise, but I'm not seeing anything magic. That didn't go entirely as planned.
Oh, that's cute though.
That is bizarre. So that's okay. And then I can take I can copy any of those. Holy
I like
mother.
those little things.
The little pointy bits.
bottom.
Yep. And then you grab one of those pointy bits and you leave it floating in air somewhere and people crash into it. It's terrible. I can't tell you how many ships I've had to rebuild from that little mishap.
Like me.
Yeah, like so when I was working on the spaceport, I'd have little voxels floating because I was using them for something, and I'd forget to remove them, and yeah, Pantera's visiting, and all of a sudden, kaboom! He didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
We did the same in IC City where somebody was working on the curbs,
Mm-hmm.
and they left the voxels curbs, which are really, really tiny, just sitting just above the road. And I used to come down the road for landing and then just plowed into these voxels at like 300 kilometers per hour and just explode.
Dude, that's terrible. All right, let me do this. Copy, and then just rotate. Hold on, R, rotate, page down, paste. Making a larger selection area for the smooth tool. And then I can take all of this, copy, and rotate it, turn it upside down. that up there. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. So now we've got a larger selection area. Let me try that area smooth tool again. Determined to get this thing to work and show it to you. So I've got my area selection, and there you go. And so that's what happens with the area select smooth tool. And then I can do it several times. And now I'm starting to get reduction in the middle unit. I think in the beginning I think that worked, but it just didn't click it enough times. Oh, Corbin, yeah, shrink the cube outside, then drop the reactor into it. Thanks. So I don't know if you can see this on stream, but look at those little tiny... Look at the little yellow pointy bits. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. So what I copied is that little tiny shape. Yeah, there it is. And so now I can drop that on something. And you can see how it will pull the voxels toward it. That's with paste dominance turned off. And this is what happens with paste dominance on. And it just wrecks it. It's really nice. Do it on the side. Anyway, Torden is one of the masters here in our organization of voxelmancy. Does a lot with this, and you can select any one of those and copy and paste them. And some of these, and you can also use the same method to extrude voxels. Here's on these voxel boards here. I can use, and we call this. It's like a pinch tool. Use the smooth tool here. I've got it sized up. If I make it small and I click and nothing happens, make it bigger. I'm getting nothing. What the heck? Oh, I stupid me. I gotta hold shift. Or alt, rather. There we go.
That's exactly what you did last time.
Yep. And so you can see where each one of those voxels now resides. It's literally changed the position of where they show up. So that center voxel, I grab that sucker, hit copy. And what it gives me is, so I got to do both sides of the board the same in order to get that. But you got that piece right there. If I grab this voxel right here, copy, you can see how pointy it is, and you can see how the voxel extrudes. There's a voxel right here, and let's see where that is. So that is that little black square that was right there. A lot of cool stuff you can do with it. You just experiment. if you do it on both sides of your board with the same number of clicks, then it'll be symmetrical when you pull it out. Symmetrical on 2 planes. Yeah, so we call it the pinch tool, and to get that effect, I had to hold down Alt with the number 4, the smooth voxel tool. And then you can also cut by using Alt. Let me change the size and shape of the voxel tool right here. So if I hold down Alt and click, I get a square cut. Hit E key to try a different shape. Here's a circle shape. Hold down Alt, and it'll be round. I can also like cut a hole out of the side of that, and wow, magic! I cut the cheese. It's really clean.
Yeah. That is cute.
That worked really well, actually. Hit E. So this is the wedge shape. Hold Alt and there. Oh, not too bad. It's a good cut. And next is the cylinder tool. Build one negative. And there you can see cut a hole there.
Negative. Ghost Rider, the pattern is false.
Well, the sun's setting. Man, what time is it? Oh, it's noon. All right. Yeah, I think it's a 4-hour time. It's a 4-hour cycle now. We got 2 hours of daylight. Right?
Yeah, and that's how I think of it. Well, alternative. So if regular is paste, then the Alt version is cut.
There's the tetrahedron tool. Hold down Alt. And it did a really nice clean cut. Look at that. Go out of build mode. And everything is... Oh.
You gotta fix the holes in the floor.
Yeah, I think so.
Gio, you should see the build I just took a picture of put in streamer discussion.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's cool. Let me open that up. Show it to the stream.
It's a sanctuary hover by Danger.
Look at that. That's some pretty good sculpting right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've seen that thing in the game. I've seen it around. There's a little chariot. It's kind of how we think
Looks
of these
good
things.
with it too. It looks like it really was like hand carved.
Okay, I want to get up here and refuel my ship. Hey, Mido. Hey. Yeah, onward, you glorious steeds. Yeah, Corbin. Yep. First, let me see if I've got fuel stowed in the back here. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Not enough. And if you notice in my storage there, I've got a big retro brake, space brake. It's for when I'm coming in hot. Climb out of the seat, go into build mode, throw the brake on there, and help me stop on a dime. There's our fuel.
Oh, you're still showing the horses, Gio.
Oh, sorry. Game plan. Thanks. All right.
We might have to get a warning notice on our channel for that that flash when you switch screens, Gio.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can change that, but yeah, it's flashy. Once in a while is okay. It gets annoying if it's too often. All right. So go
They
to my
went to
refuel. So what I've noticed frequently when it's nighttime here, it's daytime on the museums. So I'm going to set a waypoint for District 8. Set as destination. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, look at the reflection on the water of, I'm not sure which building that is. That's cool.
yeah, that is cool. But just an FYI, if anyone plays slots, you almost, like pretty much you lose 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Just a word of warning.
So do we get those brews back? I mean, does the house get those brews?
No, they're
That's too
just
bad.
gone.
That's too bad.
But actually, maybe the secret house gets them.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Ingo.
How's Nuber doing? Who's
I don't know.
who's at the top of the leaderboard? Yeah, right. Realistic. That's right. Man, I cannot wait to see the new redesigned planets. Those are going to be impressive. All new materials. Armando, hey, welcome to the show. And thanks for the follow. Cheers.
The 8-ball is pretty cool, huh, Yetlin?
Hey, Alf, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Brew. We've been doing this, well, we started many, many years ago with Landmark. And we've been waiting patiently for them to drop the NDA for Dual Universe. Hey, Fido, thank you. Cheers, dude. If you're in game and you want to join us, you like what we do, we got a great organization. Atlantic, hey, thanks for the follow, man. Cheers, welcome to the show. Yeah, landmark roughly 2013. So well, I started streaming August of 2014. Doing the morning brew.
So, Gio, there was another one I just remembered that I took pictures of yesterday that you should see here. Although it might violate IP rules.
Oh, we can show it. Just delete it. Can't promote it.
Yeah, it's stream for discussion.
Is in game.
Yeah, these are all in game.
Yeah, these are all. Both of these were just when I was visiting my local market.
It's amazing what you find in the marketplace. It's much different than the markets I have here nearby the house. So.
Haha, Geo. I saw that contraption outside my market, I would be really scared.
That's cool. That's funny.
And it flies. I watched it take off.
Hey, well, speaking of Disney Gamer, hey man, we're doing well, dude. So there's somebody has made a little hover ship that's got Mickey Mouse ears. Mm-hmm. Make sure I don't clip somebody's ship when I come down. Anybody done the upside down landing yet? You can use your maneuver tool to fix that. Oh, someone's framing out a ship, I assume. I think it's a ship. Looks like a pyramid. Some kind of scheme. All right, so next up, we're going to go to one of the museums and see, test my theory. I think it's daytime at the museums, because when it's nighttime at the spaceport, it tends to be the opposite elsewhere. And if you want to go visit the museums, you come to one of the VR stations here at any of the 10 markets, and I think at the markets on the moon as well, Sanctuary Moon. Hit F. Oh, I was hoping that 1K's pod might be in there yet. Where's one that we haven't been to in a while? The large ship? Yeah, big ship museum. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go check that out.
Join you in a moment.
All right. And while that's loading, let's see if I can pull up the ship that David was talking about.
By the way, I visited the one there that's called the Big Caverns or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They are very big caverns. It's basically somebody's, the remnants of somebody's mine, and they just went crazy with the largest tool they could find and just dug deep.
Hey! Wow, our partner network. So, Anonym, so we don't have the name. But thank you for supporting thank you for supporting the show and buying the game through our link. Am I Mr. Deaders? No, I'm not, Atlantic. But I think he's here. Deaders, are you still here?
I'm still here.
Yeah, hey, shout out to you, man.
Hey.
Atlantic Mueller. And thanks for the follow, dude. So many of you in the community have been helped by Deaders along the way.
Yay!
Batata, hey man, donate a beta key. I'm out.
I think we're gonna hoard the beta keys and we're gonna have a big beta key giveaway one day.
Yeah, I thought I had more of the Ruby pack. I thought I was supposed to get like 4 or 5 beta keys, but it was just one. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I only got one, but I only bought gold.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to have a little talk with him. It'd be nice to have some more keys.
Yeah.
Hey, Octavius. Good morning, dude. Welcome. All right, so we're here at the Big Ship Network. So this is the Mickey Mouse ship that, or I don't know what that is, but it's got ears.
Yep.
The one Dyford found. All right, we are back here at the Large Ship Museum.
Still on the picture.
Yep, just switched. Oh, there's a down ramp. Oh, I didn't take that last time. Oh, and no guardrails. No guardrails. Don't fall off that sucker. If you do, you just exit your surrogate session. To exit a surrogate session, for those that don't know, you just hit the tab key, and you get you freeze up your mouse and you click the exit button up there at the top.
Sonic, glad you joined the org.
So I was visiting this ship the other day, and
Excellent,
I couldn't figure
Lannick.
out how to get
Thank
up
you.
into the control area. I got down into the engineering area.
Tinma, what was that remark about?
Something you said. I don't know. I don't remember what you said.
I know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him, Gio, because if you bought, what did you buy, Ruby, and you only got one key, and Ingo got 4 keys. I've got one, but I'm saving it for our giveaway.
Ingo, you got 4? Holy cow, I did. I only got 1. As a Ruby backer. Yeah, I only got 1. I was kind of surprised. But I should talk to them. Maybe I'm supposed to have more. Because I thought when I backed, I thought I got like 4 or 5 beta keys.
Oh, okay. Tenma qualified. I said something like, Gio, are you serious? And then that was Tenma's comment.
Yeah, he knows me. What can I say? Knows me well. So, this is Newton's Folly. This is... we got a great video of this ship when it first launched. Bunch of people from our organizations got together and filmed it. So Nuber's got a great recording system. He's able to film in 4K at 60 FPS in full res. And so we did a really cool little video of this. You know what? I've got the video. I'm not sure I've got... That's the one I forgot to add to the list. That's what I was missing. Hold on. Let me see if I can cue this up.
Right back.
Yeah, I've got, good Lord. I think I've got like 10 terabytes of storage on this computer, on the broadcast computer. Let me see, where did I put that? You guys got to see the video. It's really cool. Everyone sent me their clips, and I put it together, and it just turned out really, really well. Newton's Folly.
Landmark Explorer ILO Dev is #1 on the leaderboard.
And this is the ship we're standing on right now.
So we're on a different planet here. Which planet are we on?
Ion?
It's a lower gravity. Jump up and it takes a while to come back down.
Yeah, there's actually only 2 planets that have 1G, I think. That's Alioth and the Sanctuary.
And I'm one of those little tiny ants on that ship in this video. That was a fun trip. That was a fun event.
Amazing ship. And that was its maiden voyage. It was really the first time we tested the anti-grav stuff. And I think it was the first anti-grav ship made of that size. Don't quote me on that. But
There it is, live in the museum.
and here it is. Yeah.
City toured that in the museum, and you and Dyfed are at the museum on that ship.
And this is the handiwork of, I know, at least Destrin and Evil Tech and probably a couple other people in Objective Drive Yards.
If anyone's in game, you can go to a VR station and you can join Geo and Dyfed. I'm too cold to log in. I'm like freezing. I do not want to turn my heat on September 9th.
Oh man, do these elevators work? I want to see the interior. Nope. Oh man, I'm bumming. All
Oh,
right.
I like closures
Yeah.
they put around them.
Those elevators are tricky. I got them to work the other day, but today they just won't let you in. And they would only go down. I don't know if they're also supposed to go up to the control room, but I can only get into the engineering section.
I'm doing a debtors right now.
Oh.
Debtors is dangerous.
Valerie, that's a great idea. I have a fireplace right here next to me. Oh, duh. And Yentlin,
What were
I'm
you
jealous.
thinking? There. Well, I can see in. There's the interior of the bridge. It's really a beautiful ship. It's amazing. Worth coming to visit.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, that is not right at all.
Oh, your
Yeah.
weather is incorrect.
No, not at all. It's going to be 80 degrees and smoky.
Yeah, lovely. 80 degrees? Wow.
Yep. That smoke traps in the heat.
So
Yeah, they had to change the forecast because of the smoke. It was originally only supposed to get up to like 70.
this is really cool. This is a cutaway. Look at the size of those engines. Those are the large space engines. 2 of them. Each with its own fuel source. And there's the anti-grav reactor. I think this was a ship from one of the videos that they did. Where they had the cutaway and they rotated it around. And it's really cool looking. Seen this at several of the air shows. This is a beautiful ship. This is a French, what's the name of the organization? FSI, French Scientific Institute or something. They make great stuff.
Signs like at the other museum.
I didn't notice. And mind you, this is all alpha. Some of it's pre-alpha stuff. I think these ships were made in the alpha. I like the gangway here with the force fields. So you can't fall off the side. Here's their other ship, same organization. I'm not seeing signs here, screens saying who it is. I mean, you can hover over it, but I got my UI turned off. Renard. So the player name is Renard, FSC Argo. Same organization though.
Calorie, if you're in the VR of the cave, just hit tab and then exit, and you'll just get back at the VR station.
Oh, forgetting to take pictures. Holy cow. What in the world am I thinking? Are my lights on? Nope. Nice bridge. Too bad none of the screens have images on them. I can't wait till they get that image service running. We should add that to our list of questions.
Add that question, yep.
Yeah, for sure. And good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, if you're here on the East Coast. I don't think I thoroughly walked around this ship. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, a squirrel saying thoroughly. Ha ha ha.
Oh, check it out. Looks like a med bay. Or something.
Oh,
there's a scanner.
can't
Look
help
at
you,
that.
Calorie.
Look at that. Wait, so if they made this with a bed integrated in it, you could sit on the bed and it would actually lay down because they added that animation. There's the, yeah, that's cool. So creative. There's the beds, but since I don't have access to them, I can't lay down. Do we have beds with different texture? I mean, with different color blankets?
I
think so.
don't know.
I seem to recall seeing beds that weren't gray. Unless that's Voxelmans, but I don't think that's Voxelmans. I think that's part of the model.
Well, the one in one case house I thought was more bluish, but maybe that's because it's a newer one and I don't know. Or maybe it's surrounding light.
Good question. Oh man, this is the chow hall right here. There's the kitchen. What element is that? Hold on. H. It's an armored window turned upside down. Or no. It's right side up. I think. That is so clever. Yeah.
When you right click on an element, it brings up a pop-up menu, and one of the options is to set element skin. And right now we only have the option of default skin.
Mm-hmm.
But that would imply that we will eventually get different skins. I don't know if that's just colors or if there'll be different styles that we can choose from.
I don't know either. There's another good question about the skins. Yeah. Yep. Dig this ship. These guys did a great job. Oop, don't want to go out that way. Oh, crikey. Magic! I think I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Here we go. Who's that? Oh, it's Typhid. Hello, Typhid.
Yo.
All right. Let's see. Which one of these ships is next? Do you know? Are we able to get to the bridge of this FSI ship?
I think you can. I think you have to take the elevator up, don't you?
Huh?
Bye, Etlin. Have a good dinner.
That'd be good, dude. Storage? Dive, did you find your way into the bridge?
Yeah, go up twice.
Go up twice?
Yeah, the elevator. Go up twice
Oh, where-
and walk forward.
Where the hell's the elevator? What you be talking about, Holmes? I don't see any elevator.
Oh.
It's in the container room.
Ah, okay.
I'm standing on it.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, there it is. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Oh, that is seriously cool. Yeah, the really amazing thing about Dual Universe, one of the many amazing things, is that you're going to see more ships in this game than any game ever made, because they're made by the player community. So a dev team could never produce this volume of work, which is what's so amazing about Dual Universe. Oh, I like this bridge. What is that contraption in front of you, Typhid? In the middle of the room, or behind you? Is it supposed to be a screen? Oh yeah.
A map desk?
Yep. There's a screen in there. You can barely see it. If I hit.
Oh yeah,
you
a
see-
clear one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a transparent screen, and again, these all had images on them before the beta, and they removed all images from the game for right now. And to get images back into the game, you have to go through their official image server. Nicely done. Oh, these are, isn't that a, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's the canteen, I think. Looks like a coffee container. Magic, look at this on the shelf over here.
Oh yeah, cool.
What did they do? Oh, those are emitters. They're relays. And what's the third one? Oh, that's the AND operator. Okay. Emitter and data bank. They're like 1K, masters of decorating. What's over
I
here?
love how people can just take like objects and turn them into things that they really aren't. You know, like those coffee containers.
Oh, look, there's the quarantine. Oh, he's got cooties. You're not getting out. And then there's this level of the ship. What is here? Oh, look at that. Here's their anti-grav system. Every time I see this, it reminds me of a scene from Star Trek. You know,
Yeah, it does
around
look
around
like
the warp core.
The warp core, yeah.
Oh man, Roulette hates me today.
You're losing all your brews, Magic?
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You've only got 70 brews. You were like the leader when we started last week.
No,
Weren't you?
on Morning Brew I am.
Ah, okay. Oh, check out this room. That is phenomenal. Holy cow. That is popping. Look at the ladder.
Yeah.
It's all micro voxel work.
And
Like,
it works too.
I like how the carpet's just slightly askew.
Yeah, that's cool. Like the chair moved it.
Nicely done. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, these will all be in tomorrow's slideshow. There's the head. So creative. Oh, here's another mess. Crew mess. Looks like a... Oh, that's cool. Man, these guys...
Like a brick room.
Yeah, these guys are they're so clever. Look at that. So, you know, the ships that you see in Dual Universe, I mean, really nicely, not Dual Universe, Star Citizen, really nicely detailed, but the variety, it can never be what we've got here. And the damage system, man, when these voxels get hit with weapons, it's glorious, absolutely glorious. Diver, have you ever seen another game where damage in ship combat is so realistic, or have you seen any of the damage from ship combat?
No, because it's always meshes. It's always textures, and sometimes they'll switch it to a different mesh, but it's usually just texture variation.
The video where the Pantera's naughty Norwal or whatever, where it crashes, that's great. The fireworks, the fire, the blah.
Well, you got to see some of the space combat.
Calorie wants to know what ship you're on at the museum.
This is the Hercules, made by French Science Industries.
Hercules.
Next, hello, purple person. Who is that? Magic? Is that you? No, that's not Magic.
No, it's
That's a
Calorie.
dude. It's Calorie. Cool.
Oh, Calorie changes colors.
I like that purple and gray. Looks good.
How long have we played Dual Universe? Re6?
Yeah,
Is that your question?
So most of us, or a lot of us, started when the pre-alpha began, which would be 3 years ago this month. I think on the 27th or 24th. I think it'll be 3 years. So we've watched the game evolve through all the stages. I got to tell you, through 3 years of playing, there is one particular moment that is the most incredible, and that was when they added the mesh server to turn all constructs into 3D meshes. That was groundbreaking and game changing. And yeah, I mean, I think for a voxel game, it's a must-have. I think they should patent that and then license that tech out, because that's an immense problem to solve, and they've solved it for a large scale. I tell you, that tech could have lasting ramifications for voxel-based games, the entire voxel-based game industry. There's that that Swedish guy who's developing a voxel game where you can destroy everything. It's like a puzzle game, but that's not multiplayer. And he said multiplayer just is almost impossible because it's so much data. These guys here have solved it. All right, Maximilian, great question, and welcome to the show, man. So this is the skins of the ships are mostly voxels, and all the flight control systems, engines, brakes, all that stuff, those are elements that are placed on the ship. And we've got a lot of decorative elements, beds, chairs, windows, but you can make those things, not as good, but you can make them out of voxels. Like that ladder that was back in that ship, they went up to the bunks, that was voxels. So there's amazing stuff you can do with voxels. You can shrink the voxels, and remember, a voxel is a volumetric pixel, and it shares vertices with all the voxels around it. But you can extrude voxels, so the voxel origin is here, and it's actually what you see is actually here. And when you do that, you can make voxels appear to overlap and not distort each other. It's amazing. Voxelmancy and Destrin and Tordin and a number of other people in the game are really good at it and make really amazing grids and chain link fences and stuff that you wouldn't think would be possible with voxels.
Maximilian says he played Denmark.
Oh, you played Max? Yeah, dude, right on, man. Welcome.
But to finish his question, in order to make the ships flyable, yes, you have to use prop elements like thrusters and wings and stuff, and you can either buy them or you can craft them yourself.
Yep.
And that's also part of the game is player-run economy, where you can craft things and sell them on the market.
Maximilian, are you in Dual Universe? If you're not in Dual Universe and you decide to get the game, use our affiliate link. Magic, if you could drop that. We're an affiliate partner with Novaquark and Xsolla, and that's our official link to get the game.
Calray, to see name tags, you hit V, and if you hit Alt V, it gives you a drop-down list or a pop-up menu of different things you can see when you hit the V button.
Two days ago, wondered what the ship was in the distance to the right, and are you able to go to the museum and pick up blueprints of it?
No. So these are large ships. These are capital ships that were made during the alpha. I think every single one of these was made during the alpha. I'm not sure any were made during the pre-alpha. And they're amazing ships, and they took a ton of materials and a ton of time. So none of these were built by a single player, I'm willing to guess. I know ours is at the very end, called the Boundless.
You're holding up the elevator, Gio.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. This ship is one of my absolute favorites. This is called the Paradise. In fact, so I picked the name from Fifth Element, Floston Paradise, the Floston Paradise ship that's in there. This kind of it reminded me of it. I did a little video. Magic, is the video up on Studio G? I don't know. I gotta find that. Bring it to the queue. I did some fan art, and I sent it to Novaquark, to the community guys over there, and they loved it and they published it, which I wasn't expecting. So I had a screenshot of this, and I cut it out, made a silhouette, and then I put it over the Earth rotating. Hey, Maximilian, thanks for the follow, man. And welcome, dude. Fellow Landmarkian.
And the ship has a bowling alley.
It is just gorgeous. This version of it feels like they had not started decorating the interior yet. And this is done by Objective Drive Yards. In fact, I think the designer is SoCal Exile, Southern California Exile.
Yeah, Geo, come down here.
God, it's just
Behind
this
you.
thing is just gorgeous. Wow. Oh yeah, there's the bowling alley. Hey, Sweeper, man, thanks for the follow, dude. Cheers. Welcome to the brew.
I'll be right back.
Yep. To which shipyard? We're at the large ship museum. If you go into the VR system, go to one of the VR stations, you hit F, pull up a list of all the places you can visit, and this is the large ship museum. I'm hoping that they're just getting started with these museums and that they will keep adding stuff from the alpha. Because, I mean, there are so many creations. I mean, look at the logo work on this. That's Objective Drive Yards logo. Just really beautiful. And Magic, my theory was correct. Daytime here. So is that the bridge or is the bridge up? Oh, there's the bridge right up here. So just the bare bones. I can't wait till they get this back in game. This is, I mean, Objective Drive Yards. I mean, they've got two ships here in the museum. This one and the first one that we were on, Newton's Folly. But this, for sure, is their flagship. This thing is so cool. I can't imagine this with weapons on it, but they used it in one of the trailers that Novaquark did for the game, where everyone's going to war. You got that whole fleet of ships, and it's in there. I don't know if they put weapons on it though. Yeah, Sigel. Yeah, I'll be there I'll be there in a moment. If I don't dare try to jump off this and land on that walkway, because I will miss. Man. And are we?
There's a
are we?
disco floor in here.
Are we on Ion? Oh, and there's a marketplace right up there. That's an actual market. So we're actually on another planet that you can fly to, but you can come here with the VR surrogate. Look at the ship. That is just wicked cool. So those are anti-grav field emitters that you see on the side of the ship. You can so you can use them as decoration. They're functional, but you can use them as decoration because you can point them currently in any direction and they work. Yeah, every ship does need a bowling alley.
And a disco floor. You should have seen it.
Oh yeah, I missed it. God, that ship is just. Here, let me get it. jump up and get another screenshot. Next, we are going to look at this one. Is that new? Is that a new Genesis ship? And look at this one too. That thing. That is so long. It looks like it's not possible that that's on a single core. So we're seeing some incredible ship designs in the game. Right before the alpha wipe, before the beta, we had a fly-in. You saw the poster for that I showed earlier. And at the fly-in, end of the world party, we saw some incredible stuff. There was a ship from New Genesis that looked like it was 2 or 3 large static core or large dynamic cores in length. But since you can dock cores, smaller cores to a larger core, dynamic cores, that's what they had done, and they had interlocked the pieces. And there was a Star Trek ship there that had the engine cells were separate dynamic cores. So the power plant for the ship was actually on a separate core. It just unbelievable.
I missed.
Oh no, dive in.
Maximilian wondered, do we know? Oh no, I saw miss. What is the maximum size of a ship?
So for a single large core, it's 128 voxels on every face. That's a lot of voxels.
And just a time check, Geo, it is 1 o'clock.
Actually, it's 256. 256 on every face. The medium is 128. 256, time check. Oh, thank you. So that's huge. It's really, really big. And then you can dock medium cores to a large core where they actually become part of it. They're like, well, they're docked. They're in that large core's gravity. Okay. Oh. There we go. So, Dyfed, is this is this a new Genesis ship?
I don't think so, no, but I am not there anymore because I
fell. Oh, that's right. That was Calvary. Absolutely gorgeous. So they took this ship and they weaponized it. I don't think this is the weaponized version. I think this is the original version that was shared through the Community Digest program. And that's red steel in there. And there's a lot of lights, so I'm getting a lot of lag. So when these organizations reintroduce these big capital ships into the game, they're likely going to take off all the lights and replace them with luminescent voxels, which we have in the game now. Just like you remember in Landmark, we had Lumicite. Yeah, those safety rails here. All right, we're going to get to the Boundless real quick, and I think we'll have to make that for our last ship for today. And this other one here was also shown off in the Community Digest program. Oh, this is the weaponized version of the Boundless. That's right. That is. Holy cow. So we had this version at the end of phase 3 of the alpha. I think we had 4 phases in the alpha. But at the end of phase 3, we had a big air show at the Air and Space Museum at the Spaceport. And this is the version of the Boundless we had there. And during the air show on Saturday, they had a big PvP event, and everybody took their capital ships and their warships up, which were parked there at the air show. They took them up to space, blew them up, and brought a lot of them back. You gotta see what the weapons in the game do to voxels. It just blows holes through them, melts it. I mean, it's dynamic type of damage. I've never seen that in any other type of game. Yeah, you can make a TARDIS in Gole.
Sure.
Objective Drive Yards made a TARDIS in the pre-alpha.
I haven't made one yet, but I do plan to make one eventually.
Yeah, look at that ship. Ah, that thing is great. This is our flagship for Infinity Corporation. And I think it's the most epic ship in the entire game. We harvested, we found a, Deaders, are you still here?
I'm here.
We found, what was the size of that titanium node?
16 million liters.
16 million liters?
16 million liters, yes. To put that in perspective, today I found a 4 million coal node.
4 million coal node. Wow. Okay. So we do mining trips to go harvest those gigantic nodes. And oh, look at that. So anyway, we harvested enough titanium to completely reskin the Boundless in titanium, and enough left over to reskin the SR-71 in what it should be skinned in, titanium. That's what the real one's skinned in. Can you actually split ships? Can you break them in two in combat? No. But you can. We saw the Star Trek ship where they had the main body of the ship, the disc, and then they had engine cells attached to it. And the engine cells, I think, were on one medium core. It could have been two medium cores, but that's doable. Now, how they, I don't know how you would control that. I don't know how you control the engines when they're actually part of a docked feature. So technically, I guess there's no limit to size for a ship, but I've not seen how that really works.
Oh, was this about the docked nacelles?
Yes.
So the nacelles didn't actually have the engines in; they were just decorative. So
Oh,
they were actually docked
okay.
onto the ship. The engines
Okay.
were in the main.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So for anybody who's spent some time in the game, you'll recognize the voxel work here. This is all voxels, except for the lights. This is Destron's handiwork. Destron from Objective Drive Yards. They're a partner, sister organization of ours. And we collaborate on lots and lots of stuff. And I know Destron's part of both organizations. But he teamed up with Nuber, and I don't know who else worked on this, but this project took a really long time to create. Does the elevator work? Yes, it does. Here's the bridge. I'm so glad they put the weaponized version of this in the museum. Man, this is a serious battleship. And they've used this in a bunch of their promo videos. I think another reason why it's in here. Do you know how many guns are on this? Betters?
Not a clue. I never actually got to see it.
All of them. So when you're in these chairs, you can go into third person by hitting the insert key. Hey, Calorie, the inlaid lines. So everyone from Landmark will recognize this kind of handiwork. And that's micro voxel work using offsets. And once you get your library of offsets done, then it's just copy paste. Am I not standing? Oh, does the elevator doesn't go down? Oh crap. It doesn't. It does not go down. Oh, that's too bad. So I'm trapped here on the bridge. That's okay. Nice way to end the show. Everybody, thanks for watching. And we will see you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Magic, you got someone to raid? Pick down?
Bognagus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody.
We'll see you guys soon. Be good. This is the 24th stream. I don't know. And thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for all the follows. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow.
Okay, push on the raid button. Thank you,
Alrighty.
everybody.
Be good. Yeah, go raid Bognagus. He's amazing.
$1.99. Thank you guys so much for coming through and hanging out with us today. We got, let me do a shout out for you as well. Landmark, of all the places, thank you for bringing everybody over here, man. That is really, really kind of you. Got a lot of people playing DU right now. It's really phenomenal. We have a giveaway. Free for anybody. No follows are required for it by any means. What we're working on right now is getting off Thades and heading to Teoma. So we're going to build a TCU real quick.